guys, Soberoni of G&A Reviews here with another episode of our lovely weekly anime podcast, along with my co-host,
Drooby-doo. God, it took you a long to introduce me. Wow.
Extra long.
Wow.
It's because I don't remember the format, because we haven't done this in 2 weeks.
It's been a week.
It's been a week that I've forgotten every fucking thing that we're talking about.
Oh my god. It feels like, oh hey, this is my podcast alone. Long explanation. Oh right.
Featuring the likes of Drooby-doo.
Right. Right, that fucking idiot over there. He's here too.
So we didn't skip a week, but we kind of skipped a week because we didn't talk about last week's anime. So we're going to cover 2 episodes of each show today, so it might be a bit longer than usual. Let's start off right away with Boku no Hero Academia episodes 4 and 5.
You see.
So it's also going to be complicated by the fact that Drew doesn't have his notes, and this is a week old to me, so it's going to be a struggle to remember exactly what happened. So most of what I remember is the fight between Midoriya and Muscle Bro.
Yeah, we'll call him that.
Muscle Bro. The whole episode was pretty much a fight. Episode 4 was
between the two.
I think it was a great fight too. I want to say it's my episode of the week, actually, because it was just so hype. And I think I will do that. I will say it was my episode of the week. It was just so hype, and that's pretty much what I want from Hero Academia. And it reminded me why I love the show so much, just for moments like that.
I don't know, this is just like a me thing, but I just didn't like how Midoriya, literally, just dies within the first. It's always happens. He always just quickly dies in the first 5 seconds, and it's like, oh shit, I better do something really crazy. And of course, it happens to be my last final attack, and after this, my body's just literally just a
but that's how
lump
he fights.
Of flesh. That's not.
I mean, it's
I guess it makes for hypeness, and it's oh my god, a sense of urgency. But I feel like you can be urgent without literally causing your whole body to blow up.
I mean, that's literally how he fights, though. He has to sacrifice his limbs to fight. If you wanted to do more urgent, they could have done it like they did in the tournament where he fought Todoroki, and each of his fingers blew up, and then his arms. He's fighting with his fucking pinky. Yeah. But I think,
guys, if you hear a bottle pop, that's just my bottle of water popping. So
makes sense.
Warn you.
The whole appeal to me was the whole was that the bottle pop?
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to be I didn't hear a bottle pop, and I'm right next to you. But the whole appeal to me of the whole show is just seeing those hype moments with I don't know, I'm such a sucker for these types of shows. That's why I love Yu Yu Hakusho, because there's always a story about an underdog and rising to the top and just outright brawling his way to the top. There's something about DBZ too where it's hype, but just seeing somebody punch somebody in the face makes it a lot more intense and visceral versus I don't know, doing a Kamehameha or shooting shurikens at somebody
or Rasengan.
Or Rasengan. No, this is a straight up street fight, just I'm gonna punch the shit out of you fight. And those types of fights, this in a lot of ways this show does remind me of Yu Yu Hakusho. Mm-hmm. This is the Yu Yu Hakusho of the modern era, and this episode reminds me of why it is.
Okay, I guess that you like the whole brawler thing. Mm-hmm. I'm just I wish I don't know, or maybe I wish in this fight, I think they I don't know. In my opinion, I think they could have paced out his injuries a little bit better. I think that's my problem was because literally right in the first 5 seconds, oh, there goes my arm. Literally crushes his arm in 1 second. It's oh wow, this battle just started and I can't use my left arm.
They did that to show how strong his opponent was, which I thought he was going to be a lot weaker than he was because I'm oh, he could make his muscles stronger. Whatever, that's weak. But
no.
We also learned the kid's quirk. Water gun.
Yeah, he knows water gun.
So that was great. Episode 5 was what we just watched, and not as good in my opinion, but I think it's set up for the next episode. So
I liked it. It was a good setup. It was the kind of setup that kind of set up where it's like, oh, shit's still happening. We're not getting to, like, the big stuff yet, but
it feels like a roller coaster. It's like if we just came off a big drop from episode 4, like, wow, it's crazy, and that you just feel it slowly winding up, and you just feel it, your heart drop to the pit of your stomach.
Or in my opinion, it didn't even feel like it was like a slow drop. It felt like one of those like where it's like it like goes down the corner, just like it's not at a big drop yet, but we're still going really fast and going crazy for no reason. Yeah.
So this episode was good. Even for a setup episode, I think it was pretty
very
decent.
Good. It was very good for a setup episode.
We got to see a bit of fighting from Eraser. We saw Bakugo and I love how they do it, where they each have their own individual fights, and even the side characters get to shine, like Tetsu and what's her face with the big hands.
I know
that was a fun fight.
I
wish I knew her name because she's actually pretty cute and I like her character. But there's only so many names I can remember from this show.
Word.
So I like how they're giving them their screen time.
Zephisto.
I actually learned while I was just browsing online that a lot of the fan fiction pairings for them are based on like who they would breed with best. Like that girl,
powers, like...
like big hand girl and Shoji at the end. You know, he has like he could grow the extra appendages.
Yeah,
like them two are pairing because their child would be able to grow like big ass arms, and you're on his body.
Okay.
So it's like a whole section of fan fiction is dedicated to like eugenics of.
I know. I'm just like that seems somewhere that feels very problematic, and that makes me a little
Everyone
uncomfortable.
Is just Todoroki's dad, like crossbreeding all the characters.
That's not what we were supposed to learn from Boku no Hero Academia.
The moral of the story is always breed for the best. But this episode was good. It was good, just not as good as last week's, and I'm liking the attention it gives to the side characters.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this arc in general is going to be a very fun, crazy arc.
Yeah. Agreed. Okay. Nope, let's move on to Steins Gate 0.
Episodes 3 and 4.
Oh, yep, you're right. 3 and 4.
This is going to be the hardest one to talk about because I don't fucking remember. I don't remember 3 and I didn't understand 4. I'll just be upfront about
3 was the Christmas party. Yeah, I think like most of it was just Okabe talking to still getting to know AI Kurisu.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they had their whole bonding stuff going on, which is cute. That's super, super cute.
Yeah, like you just you just end up liking her a lot, which is this is what they're trying to do for everyone, and then
make you love her all over again and then tear her away from you.
Kind of. That's literally what happens because a lot of setup was just like, oh, we're planning for a Christmas party. Ooh, everyone's coming, yada yada. There was still some tension between Okabe and what's her name? The otaku's daughter.
Suzuka.
Yeah, there's still some tension from the previous episode where he's all like, "Fuck the time machine."
Yeah.
So she was still kind of like, about that. Didn't really talk to him, and then they were like, "Let's try to get them to make up."
I forgot what I was gonna say now. Fuck. All right, continue.
Okay. So Christmas thing, that's fine, whatever. That's not what fucks me up was. What fucked me up, of course, was the end where he's just talking to Kurisu, and then Maho comes out. She's like, "Yeah, Kurisu's just like dead."
So that's I love Maho, but she kind of got on my nerves with that because she's just. I get where she's coming from. I know she's like, I want to say the heartbreak and stuff. But
she's doing the right thing.
She just had to come and be like, she's dead.
Yeah,
she's never coming back.
But that's very Steins Gate.
She's gone.
That's very Steins Gate of her to do. So I appreciate it because it was like a little bit too cheery. Like everything was cheery and hopeful and nice.
Why are you so happy?
And then
why are you happy on Christmas? She's dead.
She's never coming back.
Christmas is meaningless.
She's a fake. She's a phony.
But so that kind of got me. I get why she did it though.
Yeah.
But still.
And then he was just kind of like devastated.
Way to be a wet blanket, Maho.
I loved it. I was here for it. I'm like, yes, tear him to shreds. End him.
I want to really see when they realize he's talking to Kurisu. I feel like Yuri already knows, but...
Yeah, she knows something.
She knows something's up. But I want them to just, like, I want Suzuka to find out and just give him the dirtiest look. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? You don't want to work on this fucking time machine where you're talking to your AI girlfriend right now?
your AI girlfriend who's actually dead.
Yeah. But, so episode, what was it, 3? Yeah, that was episode 3.
Yeah.
That was fun. I like the Christmas theme aesthetic. So I wish they could have done more with it. I know this is not a cheery show, but I would have liked to see like one episode that didn't end in crushing depression and...
Then why are you watching Steins Gate?
Apparently for no reason.
God, this is why I hate it. This is why I can't stand about you. You're like...
The first Steins Gate was not this depressing.
They literally said this is going to be a more depressing take.
But like, doesn't mean all of it has to be fucking
it kind of does. Kurisu's kind of dead in this world.
We can have 1 or 2 episodes.
She's kind of dead in this world.
We can have 1 or 2 episodes.
Oh yeah, it could be fun. Let's just have a whole episode where he just talks and has fun to Kurisu. You know, his dead AI girlfriend.
Yes, let's do that. Let's have a whole episode where him and Kurisu...
Nothing is wrong or weird about that.
No. I believe in her.
I'm glad you believe in the AI, even though she's definitely like the reason why the whole world's plunged into like disaster and destruction.
That's a good segue to episode 4, which is just chaos. It opens with the
scenes from the
future, yeah, where everything's fucking dystopian and dark and death everywhere. So it was a great way to start a nice, joyous episode as usual.
Yeah, of course. But here's a weird part. The weird part is there was also Okabe's dream, so he somehow dreamt of like the future somehow.
This episode did so much jumping around between timelines and character perspectives. I was just so lost. This is an episode I have to watch again, just because I was lost for about 50% of this episode.
Where you lost that? I can provide some clarity.
Maybe, because for example.
Except for the first one, but except for the first part.
What I swear I looked away for half a second, and then they started talking about Mayuri's daughter, adopted daughter, and now she's Kagura, and now she's loose on the time. How did she end up there? Did she just show up randomly, or
what do you mean, the daughter?
Yeah,
they shoved her in the time machine.
When did this happen?
There's literally a whole cutscene where
what's the timeline on that? Did she come with when Suzuka originally came, or was that just now? This just happened. Suzuka went back to the future, then came back to the past with this girl, and this girl ran away.
I think that's pretty much what happens. Yeah.
So it was alright. It's not like she's been missing for 7 months, and Suzuka was like, "By the way, I have my Yuri's daughter running around."
Wait. Yeah, I believe that's it. I think because for some reason they reference Suzuha jumping. Not just at this time. Like, I think they said she jumped to 75, to 99 to stop the Y2K, and then to the present day.
So then the daughter was lost.
I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention that much where I know whether she was, like, left behind in 99 or, like...
I feel like she was left behind in 99. Because I feel like if she lost her while she was there, they would have said something. I don't know. I need to rewatch this episode.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's 99 because they're like, oh, reports from like.
Yeah, he said something 12 years ago. So.
12 years ago. So yeah, I think she lost her in 99.
Good job. Good parenting.
Hey, that's not her fucking daughter.
Not my daughter. I don't care about the child I was in charge of. So that was that part. We're getting this huge suspicious thing with Ruka and her father's guest, which they dropped like 15 times. Yeah. Every other line in the episode was just like, "Oh yeah, my father is like having his guest over."
He's having his guest over, so I have to like do stuff for her. No, she's still coming, and I still have to do stuff for it. So
Ruka just showing up in random conversations, like, "By the way, did you know my father's having a guest over?" So they couldn't hint at anything. Well, they did, because then Ruka called Okabe. It was like, "You should get here right now. This is serious. Oh my god, something's going on." And Okabe's just like, yeah, we're having guests. I can't."
Yeah, right.
And apparently that gets turned to be Moeka.
Yep.
So the other thing I need a clarification on is I guess they didn't, in this specific timeline, they aren't supposed to know each other.
Yeah, I believe so. I think every time like he met her, it was during the
bad endings where
the bad endings.
Because I was under the impression that she worked for CERB. I guess not. I don't know who she works for then. I forget who she works for. So, fuck it. She's going to kill everybody. I guess that's where we're headed to.
Or at least she's going to try.
She's going to try.
She's going to try her darnest.
So then how did Daru know her? I guess they just met online.
I guess so. Because she's been here, like, this isn't the person they show her in this series. Like,
yeah,
she's been here and there.
Yeah, but in the background where Okabe sees her, it's like, oh my god, it's Moeka. I gotta stay away from her. I guess I'm also confused about who knows what, like how much does Suzuka know versus how much Daru knows versus how much Mayuri knows versus how much Okabe. Well, Okabe knows everything because I guess he has
he's kind of done this a while.
Yeah,
he's done this multiple times.
I guess I'm lost on how much the other characters know about the situation.
Well,
like I would have assumed Mayuri and Daru knew Moeka's trouble, but maybe not.
But no, why would they know?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, they have no reason to know.
It's hard to watch a series where all the characters have like asymmetrical information about the events going on, especially when there's time travel involved.
Yeah, because remember, this is a whole new timeline where Mayuri lives, but Kurisu dies.
But they do know that there is timelines, and that Okabe was jumping through timelines.
Yes.
So I would.
Oh yeah, because he probably told.
Yeah, so I figured he would tell them that. I don't know. This is what I like about this show is that you can literally watch it like 15 times, and it's not that it's badly structured. It's just that you have to pay attention because it does tell you. I just haven't seen it in so long. I completely forgot what the hell's going on.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
So you have to watch every episode like 2 or 3 times. So overall, good. This is definitely our theory craft show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to seeing Moeka rain down havoc upon everybody.
Again. Speaking of raining down havoc, let's talk about those episodes of Hinamatsuri, Minasan.
Yes. 4 and 5?
Yes. Let's see. This isn't the homeless one. The homeless one was 3.
Episode 4 was the Alright, wait, hold on.
I remember the ending to 4.
What was the ending? Oh no, yeah. Where Anzu and he told me to become friends.
No, that was ending to 5.
No, that's 4.
5?
4. So 4 was the homeless one. It's when he disowns Hina.
Oh, that was 4?
Yeah.
Right. You're right.
I told you guys, you were a bit.
Yeah. Okay, so now, my mind's like kind of like shifting back. It's like, it's like, okay,
everything in the timeline.
It's like, okay, bitch, you understand, right? Great. So yeah, that was fun. The whole thing with Anzu. I love how this never sticks on like one character for too long.
No, it definitely shares a spotlight between a lot of the characters. I also like how, remember when this show was about them having powers and shit?
Nope.
Nah, not really. They barely referenced it once this episode with Hina becoming like a street performer and using her powers to levitate stuff.
Can I say I kind of love that though? Because like I feel like they could just take like the quick way out and just like make so many jokes based on their powers and just leave it at that.
Like take the easy way out, and every joke will be revolving around, oh, she's a psychic.
Whoa, she did this thing.
So yeah, no. I appreciate that. I actually forgot Anzu has powers too.
Yeah,
because she never uses them. Like when she got the TVs, I was expecting her to like levitate the TVs, and
I think she levitated the TVs.
I don't know. I think she forgot she has powers too. He just doesn't remember.
She's so tired from being homeless. Poor Anzu.
Which was like the best line of the show. She doesn't even deserve to be homeless.
She's not even fit to be homeless.
Hina's the kind of like, I love Hina, but she's very destructive, and I would never want her
toxic.
to live with me. Yeah, she's a very toxic individual.
Because she's just very lazy.
She's the biggest freeloader around.
Yeah.
She is sweet though. I did love the part where she bought him a vase, and
that was so sweet. Oh, I remember. Well, yeah, I remember that. But then I almost remember what happened with the next episode, which I think for this week, it's my episode of the week.
Yeah, for let me think if anything else compares it.
For this week, it's my episode of the week, absolutely. Because this literally just became the Hitomi show.
This has always been Hitomi.
It's always been the Hitomi show, but like
she's the main character.
This episode was just like, it was just so fantastic. Like,
I'm gonna split my episode of the week between this and something else. But yeah, no, Hitomi, and I know you mentioned it earlier where you were like, I hope all their stories intertwine together somehow, and they end up meeting up with each other.
And that's already happened more or less. And
Hitomi's fucking. It's funny because it's just how miserable her life is.
It's fucking Attack on Titan. It holds up to her mouth. You just hear her when she gets caught by her friends.
I was like, wait, actually, I want to check out. Did they do Attack on Titan? Because that was like the perfect Attack on Titan face. There's no way they did Attack on Titan, did they?
No,
I don't think it was them. No, but oh my god, it was the perfect fucking Attack on Titan face. Somebody do videos of like Titans attacking people and just shoot in Hitomi's face. It was just fucking priceless. That's gonna be the thumbnail for this video.
Let's watch it. I'm actually putting an alarm so that we remember to watch it again. It was so fucking hysterical.
It was the fucking best part. That and the whole episode built up to that moment and it made it even better.
Like, it was so funny because her friends are like, hey, she's being really weird, and they're like, we see Hitomi and the teacher walk into a bar together. You're not hiding anything, are you, Hitomi? And she's like, what are you talking about?
I love how even the side characters are just fun. Like the Hitomi's friend, the student council president, and the other two kids who just like threw the papers at the fucking teacher, like, look at you, son of a bitch, we'll kill you. And they all the while just making Hitomi's life worse, like the papers I have to hand them out.
Hina is literally in the background. She's like, what's going on? What's happening?
And it's like masterful the way they make Hitomi's life horrible, because it's like even the smallest things, like her just putting down a TV and getting arrested for like fucking littering and shit. It's just like they never miss an opportunity. Like everything from the top to the bottom is just in
like
this
when she's
like
after she works like the whole shift and like she's like playing tag with Anzu and he just falls asleep standing up.
Oh my god, I related with her so well because I'm like, they're all having fun. She's like, why am I here? Why did I bring this to myself?
Why I
just want to sleep.
I feel like she's all of us, like that one person who inside of us who like just does things like out of obligation or politeness when they just really want to go home.
Oh my god, when she showed up at the homeless like camp and then they're talking and then she's like, oh my god, this is heavy. She's
like, oh, this is heavy. I don't want to listen to
what
this.
did I got myself into?
Like, oh god, this sounds pretty heavy. Oh, I don't think I want to listen to this anymore.
She's literally my favorite girl of probably the season. Probably going to be like a top girl of the year for me. Just
probably, because she's just so damn relatable. And you know what the worst part is? Despite all this, she's literally just in middle school.
She is. Oh my god. This is fucking great.
She's like literally just such a great.
All the bar scenes are so fucking perfect too. Oh, I love this show.
The scene where they're like making her say, I'm a middle school bartender.
Now say it like you're an idol introducing yourself.
all the characters there like have like shaded eyes.
Yeah.
Just looking away.
Meanwhile, Hina's just there like, the hell is this?
She's asking in the background like, what's going on? What's happening?
That was her whole only line. That whole half of the episode was just, what is this? What's going on?
What's happening?
What's happening?
That's what you keep saying.
So yeah, in short, I love the show. It's fucking great. It's so if you're not watching Hinamatsuri, please do watch it. It is literally the gem of this season that more people need to watch. It's so fucking good.
Agreed, 100%.
Let's move on to the other half of my episode of the week for this week. High School DxD Hero. Episodes 3 and 4. Or 2 and 3, rather, because 0 was an episode. So 2 and 3. 2 was a good episode. I did like 2, although 3 is my episode of the week. But I'm trying to remember what happened. They arrived in Tokyo, or in Kyoto, and immediately Issei has his gets his new power where he gets to fucking talk to his past reincarnated selves that were dragon emperors and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to slowly remember the exact things that happened this episode. No,
is that what?
What?
Oh no, that was the fight scene that I didn't like. Right, I remember that. I remember talking about that.
Shoot, now I'm trying to struggle to remember what happened in episode 2. I knew this was gonna happen at one of these fucking shows. I was like, damn.
All I remember is the ending where he kisses Rias and goes to the camp or to the Kyoto. Is that right?
No. You're missing an episode. See, this is the in between episode of the one we just saw today and the one where he leaves to Kyoto.
Wait, I thought him leaving to Kyoto and then him getting to Kyoto is the one we just watched.
No.
When he comes,
nope.
He actually gets to Kyoto.
Nope. He gets to Kyoto. He gets the room, and Rose Weiss. It was the one with Rose Weiss stopping him from going to the bathroom to spy on the girls.
Yes. Oh my god, that's where like the fox first attacks.
Yes, and the fox first attacks. There we go. I was trying what did this episode revolve around? It was well, first off, them getting to Kyoto and then fighting. Well, him losing his. He opened the box and I guess he lost whatever the fox girl or whatever the past incarnation gave him, and now everyone around him just gets like this fetish to squeeze boobs.
Yeah, they all
and
become
constantly
like opie monsters.
Yeah. And we got the whole them arriving at the hotel, Issei getting his room. Why am I struggling so hard to remember this episode? Either way, it was a decent episode. I think it was a good episode. The fox girl getting her introduction was good. There was a good bit of animation during that little scruffle, and of course, Rose Weiss got her time to shine. And Rose Weiss is probably top 3 characters for me. It'd probably be Koneko. Zenovia's kind of pushing number 2 right now, and then Rose Weiss.
Why Zenovia?
Because
I know they're giving her a lot more like attention.
Well, Zenovia's always been. I've always liked Zenovia, but now, especially with this arc, she's just fucking adorable. Like now, we can talk about episode 3, which I actually do remember. The whole scene of her just being so excited to travel around. Oh my god, it's shiny! And then Aja just hugs her.
She's just like, yokatta desu ne.
Yeah.
Zenovia. And they like hug, and I'm just like, why? What?
Zenovia is great because I love goofy characters, and she has that kind of like goofy, fun innocence. Like she's so stupid and over the top.
I like that she's like goofy, like she's like silly yet like somewhat stoic almost.
Mm-hmm. Which was funny because when they first introduced her in season 2, she was very stoic and kind of aggressive. And abusive.
No. I remember her from season. Yeah, that was
season 2. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know we watched a few episodes at that point.
So I just love seeing her character be all moe blobbish. But even more than that, I like her character because she can transition from that to just being super extremely lewd, like she did in the closet scene where she just straight up is like, all right, time to make babies and have sex. We'll take turns.
Literally. I need some of his jeans, please.
I need his jeans. Aja, wait there. Wait your turn.
No, wait.
This whole episode was just a giant fan service montage between that scene, the whole bathing scene with Akino and Rias and Koneko,
where we found out that they made her boobs bigger, Koneko's boobs.
Yeah, they made Koneko's boobs bigger for some reason, which is they're still modest, but a lot bigger than they were in the first 3 seasons.
These are things.
These are things we noticed.
Yes.
We have to take notice of these details for the podcast.
Yes.
And no other reason outside of that. But yeah, no, this episode's great.
It's so weird. At some point, I just felt I needed to make a closet joke, and they're like, "Oh, they're all in the closet," but it's like,
that's a huge closet.
That
it
is
fucking
it fit closet.
4 people. It fit 4 people well enough for them to have an orgy in the closet.
Yeah, where I'm like, as a gay man, there's never been more of a reason for me to never go into a closet again.
There, you made your closet joke.
There you go. I feel happy. Thank you for the setup. Now I can die happy.
I just hope wherever I move into next, the closet's big enough for me to have an orgy inside of it. So that's my goal for the next place I move into. I also love the way the episode ended on a huge note, on a huge fight set up for the next battle, where the Kill Bill squad just rolls up. Like literally, one of them had like a ball and chain, and the other one had like a fucking gauntlet and shit. So we're gonna get a good bit of action next episode, hopefully.
Yes. Until then, we all must hold on and strive for our #closet orgy goals.
#closet orgy. Next up, we have I was gonna make that the title of this episode, but
I really wanted you to.
I really want to, but YouTube would be
know.
Nope.
The word orgy in it. So...
Demonetize and strike.
Right.
Next up, we have Persona 5 episodes 4 and 5. This was what, the ending of
where they fought Kamoshida.
Mm-hmm. And the start of the next arc. Honestly,
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind the end of the Kamoshida one. That ended pretty well. I think I did a good job. And clearly, Oni is he feels some other way, some other type of way.
Well, no, I think he did a good job of ending the Kamoshida arc, but I kind of see where you're coming from at the beginning, where the mystique of the fact that this is a good adaptation is rubbing off now. This episode specifically was just kind of like, okay, they beat Kamoshida just like they did in the game. There was not really anything additional.
This whole, no offense, but the last episode to me was just like a giant waste of time.
Which one? Oh, you mean the one we just watched?
Yeah.
Episode 5?
Yeah. It's just very,
Actually, I was not a fan of episode 4, but I wasn't a fan of episode 5.
I don't care for it too much.
Episode 4 was just like, okay, they beat Kamoshida, alright, cool. That was pretty much what we expected. The fight scene wasn't very good, obviously, because Persona. And I did not like how they made him 3D, kind of CG-ish. He looked really weird. But at least they got the creepiness right. It was creepy as fuck.
Yeah. I like the creation of him.
But episode 5, it was unremarkable and boring in a lot of ways, because it was just setting up the next arc. But the one thing I did like about episode 5 is that they established that, hey, we should do this thing with confidants. So, for example, the doctor had her little confidant moment. So that leads me to believe that we're going to see a lot of the side characters get explored. So the doctor, the teacher, maybe the fortune teller.
But even that wasn't much of anything. All she did literally was say, hey, here's some drugs.
Hey, take these drugs. But at least it was something, Like I said, you can't expect this whole experience from Persona 5, the animation. This is not the game. This is an advertisement for the game.
If you're going to introduce them, then you have to give them some kind of substance. Because then that was the
maybe. We'll see. I like the fact that they're at least attempting to mix it up a bit by throwing the confidence.
I will feel better once they kick it up a bit.
I mean, this show's doing a great job of making me want to play the game. Every episode I watch is just like, I want to stop watching this and play the game right now.
Mm-hmm.
And from what it seems like, they fixed the animation of the all-in attack, so it looks better. It's a better transition into that animation. So kudos there. I guess people complained enough about it that they were like, all right, yeah, we should fix that a bit.
How? This is already done in production by the time it started.
Maybe they fixed it up in post. They just went back to it real quick and redid a couple frames.
Huh, maybe.
Or maybe they just realized it while they were producing. You're like, oh shit, it looks like garbage. We should fix that.
Yeah.
Fix that in episode 5. But overall, yeah, these 2 episodes weren't very strong.
Yeah.
I just like the premise that we're going to explore the confidants. So, yeah.
Let's move on.
Next up,
Golden Kamuy.
episodes 3 and 4.
Oh man, I really like this show.
This show's fucking great.
I really like it. I'm really glad we picked this one.
Mm-hmm.
And by we, I mean you guys picked this one for us.
We, the collective we, as we, everyone in this show.
Yes, we.
I love that the show is, it does a really good job of balancing, like, action and dark tone with comedy.
Yeah, like it does it
it's
very
so
well.
good at doing it. So you can easily transition from one to the other. I forget what happens in 3.
She takes him back to the village.
To the village. Yeah. Oh, that shit was hilarious. The whole getting to see her cold, like the best part of that whole episode was the where she was like, "Oh, my name when I was a kid was grandfather's asshole."
Yeah, right.
She's like super smug about it.
Yeah, I had a great name growing up.
That's great. So that was great.
I love the part where like the grandma was talking to him and he was like, and she was like, "Yeah, so thanks for taking care of her. Could you like marry my daughter, please?"
My granddaughter?
And she's like, "Oh, what is she saying?" She's like, "Nothing."
No, she's crazy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, right. She's senile.
I love the. I also like the relationship that they have, Asipa and Sugimoto, because I don't really see it's not a romantic one, but it's more like a father-daughter-ish. Not even really father.
No, like maybe
it's
like big brother,
yeah, like
sister.
big brother, little sister. Even more like camaraderie-ish.
Yeah,
like, there's a camaraderie between them. They kind of feel like it feels like a soldier-ish relationship. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it, but I like it. It's very hard to define, whereas they could have done something really basic or really creepy and made them like romantic partners or something. But it feels like they floated that idea a bit, where he's like a grandmother was like marry her, and stuff, and he doesn't really see her that way, and you can tell that he's kind of just like, she's cute, she's a good girl, but I ain't marrying her.
Yeah, right.
And episode 4 was the him running off on his own and trying to track down. Oh no, episode 3 also set up the factions. We got to see all the other factions show up. That was the other major part. We got to see the.
I mean, now it's going like one faction, I guess. Now, first it was like, one commander like took apparently the other commander's men, and he was like to go and like search for Sugimoto, and the other commander comes out of nowhere, and he's like, "Hey, listen to me," like, and then the other guy just bites his finger off.
Yeah,
and
crazy
like,
dude.
Fire! And he's like, "Yes, sir." And the guy just shoots him in the back of his head.
I'm gonna officially call that crazy dude faction.
Yeah, that was like literally top 10 funniest deaths ever.
I like him though, because he reminds me of kind of reminds me of like the Joker, where he's crazy, but in a very deranged, comical way, and he has crazy mood swings.
Exactly. Like, for example, when he captures Sugimoto, which is like some JoJo level shit. He's like, da 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 da, and they're having a conversation. I forget what he says, and then just out of nowhere, just sticks a toothpick right inside from one
cheek to the other.
Yeah,
that was gross. Yeah, that scene was hard to watch.
And then he was like, "Ho ho ho! You didn't even blink." And I'm just like, "What is with these freaks?"
I liked how they brought back the other guy too from previously, the escape artist.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he's gonna be a recurring character, which I kind of assumed when he first showed up and he escaped. I'm like, he's probably gonna be back. So it's good to see Asipa and him team up to get Sugimoto, and even in the end, Sugimoto showed off how badass he was with the whole literally launching his chair at the other dudes and fucking strangling him.
Yeah, that's great. Like, I love those like fun moments, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, but Sugimoto is also like a PTSD ridden badass who like just kill everyone.
Yeah, and it's funny because they're gonna transition right from Sugimoto horribly killing those two dudes and doing this big ass fight to like him skinning a fucking fish or something.
Yeah, right. And because each week they do have like a logo. Oh, and for this week our recipe is
this is like a twisted fucking Shokugeki no Soma. So I'm here for it. I'm loving this show. So another hidden gem of the season. If you're not watching Golden Kamuy, then please do. It's very fucking good.
Yes.
Next up, and finally, we have Card Captor Sakura Clear Card Head.
So last week was definitely my episode of the week. For, like, last week's episode.
Episode, was it 16?
Yes. That was my episode of the week.
For last week.
For last week.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
It was because they literally just like, okay, Mei Ling's leaving now, so we had to just, like, make her seem literally like the most perfect person. Like,
beautiful.
Like, now we're literally just going to give her own episode.
Yes. And I remember saying it, she was like, man, the only way they can make Mei Ling better is if they had her fight the fight card like they did in the first season.
And then as I'm watching, and they did. And I'm just like, are you kidding me?
Oh, the Mei Ling party train never stops. She needs her own spin-off now of her just like in Hong Kong being best girl constantly. Fighting up fucking cards and thugs and shit. I loved it. I love Mei Ling so much. Like, alright, I'll admit, before I was just trolling you with, oh, Mei Ling is so great because I knew you got under your skin. But
no, they made her really good.
Now she's fucking great.
They made her really
love
good.
Mei Ling so much. We also got to see, literally all I remember for that episode was Mei Ling fighting everybody.
Yeah, and I liked her, and I think I love her so much because she just works so well with Sakura.
Yes.
Like, this Mei Ling, they get along so well, and it's really great chemistry.
And that's why I ship them so hard. I also love the tag team combos they did. Like, they did like a tag team drop kick.
Exactly.
Well, actually, the fighting animations are really good.
They were
really fucking.
Oh my god, yo! Okay, so I lost my shit when they draw a plan, and then Mei Ling just takes her pose, and she's like, does the whole Bruce Lee thing with the hand, like, and I'm just like, ooh, you and I couldn't hate on her for that.
That was fucking great. Oh,
god, she was so cool.
Unfortunately, that was her send-off episode, so I don't think she'll be back for a long, maybe for the finale.
Yeah, I don't think she's coming back.
But that's okay because we got Akiho again in episode 17, showing off how great she is at getting knocked the fuck out.
She is literally the patron. I said she's like the patron saint of just getting roofied.
Yeah, I think literally every episode she's been like the past 5 weeks just been like her getting knocked out or abused in some way. Kaito just fucking rewinding time anytime he messes up. Oh, it's a lovely day. It's not. It's pretty cold out. Oh, sorry. I meant time rewind. Sure, it's cold out, isn't it? So Agiho is just like constantly. She's gonna like lose her mind for how much trauma she's being put through right now.
Trauma that she doesn't even know.
That she doesn't even know about.
It's like I'm always asleep or I have deja vu. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You know, Psycho Ward just like, am I asleep right now? What's real?
Did I relive this moment?
Am I reliving this moment? Is somebody rewinding time again? We actually got to see the bunny talk this time.
Yeah,
the super bougie
super
aristocratic.
bougie. Yeah, right. She just chills there, and she's just like, I'm just gonna eat these fancy chocolates.
Oh, Kaito, these are such great chocolates.
It's such great chocolate.
Thank you for mending my scarf, honey.
Yes, I love your scarf. Yes, my love. Yes, now be a dear and give me some more wine.
I really want to see her interact with Caraberos. Like,
oh god,
that's my next highlight for the series. I don't care what else comes. I just want to see them like talk to each other and just see her go off on how much of like an uncivilized peasant monster he is.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I feel like there's potential there. I want to see some good interactions between them.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, what happened in this episode?
Oh, there was a giant fight with the roll cake.
Yeah, and the cookies like came alive and everything, attacking everyone.
That was great. That was a good fight scene too.
Yeah.
Overall, I mean, the show's just good.
Yeah.
It's gotten a lot better in the second half.
Like dramatically so. Like, I'm very pleased.
Very much so. I still feel like it's kind of slow because we know what's gonna happen. So it's like, all right, hurry up and get to that point.
Nope. It's episodic. This is what separates the fans from the fakes.
It's very draggy. Like it takes a long time to get to that point.
It has always taken a long time to get to the point.
Yeah, I see that now. Well, I think that about wraps it up.
Sure does.
So if you guys enjoyed it, please do leave a like and consider subscribing. I'd like to say a big thank you to all our patrons. As you can see on screen right now, these are all the lovely people who have found it in their hearts to donate to us to make this podcast and all the other videos possible. So if you would like to join their ranks, please do consider please do consider donating on Patreon, link in the description below. Also, you can follow us on Twitter, join the party over our Discord, and we have a Twitch. Just Twitch. Drew, do you have anything you would like to say?
Let's see. Oh, I love how we all thought that like Morgana wasn't gonna be like this silly fucking version. Like she was gonna be like all silly like Teddy, and then Morgana turned into a bus.
Remember that time Morgana turned into a bus?
That's what you said.
I know. I'm just like,
I kill you.
Anywho, thank you guys. We'll see you guys next week. This has been Soberoni and
Doobie-doo.
And we'll see you next week. Later.
Bye.